Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sanjana. If you're new here and you're a planner lover, do consider subscribing because I have close to 300 videos already on my channel related to planning, journaling, personal development and all that good stuff. And I also post almost every single day, so there's a lot more coming up too. So do consider subscribing, and if you like watching this video and if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up as well. Okay, now let's get started with today's video. I'm going to be doing the 2023 Ink Bucket Planner review, and we're going to talk about the pros, cons, almost of all the features that are included in the planner. And in case I have missed any, do let me know in the comments, and either I can share my thoughts there or I can do an updated video. Okay, let's get started. First, I want to start off with, I've sort of actually divided into different categories. So let's talk about the aesthetics of the planner. Oh my God, how much more prettier can a planner get? I absolutely love, especially the cover design. And this year they offered a lot more options too. I think there were 4 cover design options, and all of them were like pretty in its own way. They had different vibes, so I feel like everyone had options to choose from, no matter what your favorite color is, or like just the aesthetics that you're drawn to. So I'm super happy, and this is the one that I picked. It's in this beautiful teal color. I love these dainty botanical illustrations and also the quote that says "The Good Life." I'm a huge fan of it, and also I have my previous year's planners because I wanted to sort of compare and show you how it has changed from the past. And I started using their planners from 2019 onwards, but I don't have that with me. It's in my Bangalore home, so let's compare it from 2020. This one, it was in this beautiful color. It's my absolute, like, my most favorite color in the entire world, and I'm happy that, you know, in a similar shade we have gotten an option for this year. But you see here it says "Live your dream." I really like the quote. And then for 2021 it says "Small steps every day." I love this too, and I like this color as well, so that was nice. For 2022 we'd gone with the very minimal design. It's just said 2022 for 2 cover options that we had, and also there were just two options, and I did not really like both fully. So I just picked up something that's a little bit different, something that I'm not drawn to usually. And I'm happy to go back to a planner wherein I really love looking at it. And I love the spine contrast as well. It's just a nice detail. I don't think it really matters a lot, because either you see the planner this way or you stack it up and you see the spine. So these designs look great too, like you can see here. So I don't really mind that, but it's just a nice tiny detail which I absolutely love. And then the cover designs in terms of aesthetics. I know a lot of you are fan of the Ink Buckets, the classic floral designs. I'm a huge fan too. I definitely, if you ask me which illustration do I prefer, is it these kind of lifestyle ones or floral ones, I would pick floral ones any day. But the thing is, this year we have a lot of other brands that are offering floral designs and that I have picked up. One was Rifle Paper Co. that I did a review recently. If you haven't checked that out, do check it out. And then Tatiana's planner, that too has some floral illustrations along with birds. Aranya planner is more nature themed, so I'm guessing there would be flowers in there. And then Ruhani Rang planner, that one too has beautiful floral designs. So I kind of like this one. I really liked it, and I love the quotes, some of the quotes that are there on each of the cover design. It's just a really nice way to start your month, you know. First of the month or a Sunday before that, you take out your planner and it's just a really fresh feeling. I also love how these look in pictures for Instagram. I know that's not a criteria, but I just wanted to mention that. So it's just got these beautiful designs, and each month has a theme. So it's just really pretty. I really liked it. Let me know what you think about the aesthetics of this planner. Before we move on to the I want to say, not exactly the negatives, but things that I didn't like, or I felt like it could have been a little bit better, at least to my taste. Before I get on to that, I want to talk about the monthly calendar pages. I really like the aesthetics of these. I feel like it has got how much you need, but it really doesn't overpower the planning that you do. Many planners, I observe that they're like completely blank, and for me that is okay because I use a lot of stickers. But for people who do not use decorative stickers, I feel it's nice to have a little bit of illustration, so I love that. And yeah, so other options that are available, either they have a lot of illustrations or they have very little ones. So I really like the balance that's going on here. And also each month has an accent color, which is sort of taken from the cover page, and you have the month name in that color, and also Sunday is blocked out in that color. I don't mind because I have that sort of traditional work week wherein I work during the week and Saturday and Sunday is my off. But a few years back that wasn't the case. I had my Tuesdays off and I used to work on all the other days. So probably if I was in that stage of my life, it would have been slightly an issue, but for me right now it is not. In case that is something that you think would have an impact on your planning or the way you feel about the spread, probably you might want to consider that. And in terms of cons, I can think of just one thing, which is these designs, like behind the bindings. I really didn't like it at all. I love the floral design that we had in 2021 planner. It's just so pretty, guys. I used to just I used to just fall in love with it each and every time I open the planner. So that thing is missing this year. 2022 was fine as well. I don't really have an issue with that. You know, it's very similar designs, but it's more zoomed in. But you know what I was thinking? I thought I could reuse these things. I normally don't do it. For one of the planners, I had pasted an envelope and I wrote a letter to myself and I put it in there. But these designs are so pretty, so I didn't want to cover that up. But what I did was, there was a checkered page here. So I put in a cardstock paper and I did my word of the year spread. I really like this idea because as you know, I open the planner and I see this. It's just a reminder about the intentions that I set at the beginning of the year, and it's just a nice feeling. So I'm thinking I'll do something like that for this, but that is something that I wanted to mention, which I feel could have been better. Okay, this was regarding the aesthetics. Let me know what you think about it. Now let's move on to the spreads. We'll talk about the functionality of the spread as well as the design. We spoke about the monthly calendar a little bit. You know, I really like that. And these notes section, I would have preferred it to be plain. Let me just show you my 2021 calendar. Here you go. Oh, these are lines too. That's that's the thing. Okay, anyways, these were a lot lighter and I really liked adding a sticker wherein I could track my goal for that particular month. That was really nice. And also in the 2020 planner, see here, this was plain. I really liked it. I just feel like design wise it's really good. It's better than the lines, but I'm totally fine with it. Anyways, monthly calendar, I don't have any complaints. I really like it, and I feel it's very functional because of one of the reasons I mentioned, wherein illustrations are not hampering any of the boxes that we have. Also, they are a good size. They're in good size. It doesn't take away from your planning. You can add a lot of tasks. You can see here, I just showed you, right? See, each day we can have 2 things to mark. So that's really nice. I'm really liking the monthly calendar pages, and this is something that I don't use a lot actually in my planner. I set it up at the beginning of the month, and then I sort of come back to it weekly once maximum. I don't come back to it more than that, just while I'm planning to see if I have anything coming up for that particular week. So it's good. Then we have the monthly dashboard or monthly overview page. I really like the changes that they have made this year. So for 2021 and 2022, what happened was they had this tabular kind of a tracker, and I hate it. I hate it with my heart, because instead of focusing on each habit, my mind automatically goes to, okay, have I done all of them every single day? And it really doesn't serve the purpose of tracking your habits, or with it really doesn't serve that particular intention for you to work on that habit. My focus was more on being perfect, making sure I'm doing everything, rather than just looking at each habit and see how I feel about it. So I'm super happy that they went back to this one, because I really like it. I love having individual trackers, so that the focus just remains on that particular habit, and not it doesn't get compared to the other ones. And with regards to the sections that we have, intentions and agendas, I'm looking forward to priorities, important dates, new things to try, notes and doodles, and this expense tracker. I think it's good. It's good for people who are using just this as their planner, or who do not have a lot of planners for different aspects of your life. Work and personal planner, I think it's totally fine. Like for that too, this monthly dashboard would be perfect. But for me, I have a separate one for wellness. I have a separate one for finances. So I don't really need this expense tracker. In the past, I've sort of repurposed this by using it as a movie tracker, or like shows to watch. I put down what show it is and then sort of rate it. I've done things like that. Sometimes it's nice when I know I have a lot of time and I come back and fill it up. Sometimes it really doesn't work. This important dates section, I feel it's redundant, because I already mark the important dates in here. But the header is so minimal that you can easily replace it. And all of these prompts are really nice. New things to try, that's something I started doing after I started using the Inpocket Planner. And I really like that concept. But I want to show you the 2020 planner as to how the monthly dashboard was. And it was just this much. On the left side, you had these illustration, again, florals with a quote, which was really nice. On the right side, you had this month I'm attracting in my life, and then my intentions and agendas for this month. I loved this, guys. I absolutely loved it. I think this monthly overview page, as well as the weekly ones, I'll come to weekly ones in a minute. But this is what helped me a lot in 2020. It was a difficult time for me, not exactly because of pandemic. I think pandemic was a contributor, but that was the first time I was living away from family. I was living alone. I was in a different country. I moved here in 2019. 2019 was really nice. It was all exciting and all that. But in 2020, things started to settle down, and then, the reality hits, and the lockdown just made it really hard. But what I wanted to say is, these prompts, the monthly ones as well as the weekly ones, they took care of me. They helped me so much. So this planner will always have a special place in my heart, because of how it was designed and the way it helped me in my life. So I actually prefer it to be more simpler like this, but this is fine too. I guess this is fine too, because in 2021 I really like using it. But that one, I feel like these headers are so small that I can use those prompts here itself. I think that is what I am going to do this month. I'm going to attract in my life, and the other prompt that was there. So this is about the monthly dashboard. Let me know how you feel about this. I know a lot of you pick the Inpocket Planner because of these pages. Then we move on to the weekly or the daily planning page. I love it. I really like it. My favorite is definitely the 2021 because let me just show you. Here we go. I love it because it was fully lined and there was enough space between each line. I know because of the lighting, I'm not sure if you can really see the lines, and also it's so light, and it was just lovely. I really liked it. I feel this one was just perfect. You didn't have any extra addition. You just had all the 7 days packed into it. It started on a Monday and it ended on Sunday, so it was really nice. I loved it. It was great. It worked for me functionally. It worked the way I decorate with it. In 2022, what happened was just want to open the right page. Yep, in 2022, let me open this one. Yeah, what happened was the days got crunched, so the lines became a little bit smaller, and it was quite difficult for me to write. My hands started paining, and the dotted sections, it sort of doesn't bother me. I actually prefer it to be fully lined, but because I use stickers and all that, I'm totally fine with it. I don't really think that's a deal breaker for me. And these two sections were an introduction in the 2022 planner. Initially, I'm like, oh, do I really need this? Probably I don't need. But then I figure out a way to use it. I use this as my weekly to-do list to put down things that I know I need to get done, but I don't know exactly on which day that would be. And then this section, I would put a quote in here, just based on what's going on in my life. So I really like that. I'm kind of happy that they have removed this, because you just get more space for each day and you can write more things. And I'm not really sure if the spaces, I think the spaces between the lines have increased, so I am kind of happy with that, because it definitely that wasn't good for my hand. And I like that the colors aren't there for the exact same reason. I use stickers, so I'm really happy with the plain slate. In fact, I need my daily planning pages to have very little color or just like pastel shades, so that my stickers sort of are the hero or are the center of attraction for my spreads. So I'm really, really happy with this. I know that a few of you mentioned, or you messaged me on Instagram, or you say it in the comments too, wherein you prefer it to be fully lined because you were using it as your daily journal. That is really nice, guys. I actually love it to be fully lined for my journal. This year I'm using the botanical story as my daily journal, and I love it. I just love that there are lines. I want to show you guys the pages that I haven't used yet. Look at this. It just has a few lines each day, and it is so nice. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's just a few lines each day, and you can write it and you're good to go. So I agree, for daily journaling you definitely need it to be fully lined. Probably you can use the botanical story one, or even the India 365 one that is lined. It's a simple planner. The odd giraffe one has plain sections. You can use that for journaling too. White ink paper diary, even that you can use it. I hope I pronounced the brand correctly. So there are different options available. You don't need to worry about it. But yeah, I wish they would have gone back to fully lined. In fact, I kind of remember while I was doing the walkthrough, I feel like I saw it fully lined. I don't know, probably they changed it up later. That's too bad. Okay, so these are the spreads that I really liked. Something that I do not like at all is this weekly overview page. I don't like it. I'm gonna mention why I don't like it at all. One, because if you see in the 2020 planner, here you go. This is how the week started. It started with a weekly affirmation. Each week they had printed different affirmations. I really, really like that. And then we had a gratitude section. We had a huge one. I love it. I used it almost every week, and there were a few weeks where it was really busy and I did not use it. Honestly, that's okay. All you have to do is use it as many times as you can. So I really like that. And in 2021, 2022, they went back to this shorter section. It was fine because there were a lot other sections that I really loved using. And in terms of weekly reflection, let me show you. Okay, this is the weekly reflection. It started off after Sunday, started off, you made it through the week and you did great. What are you doing to unwind and relax today? I love this section so much. And then you also have your highlights, and there are things like what didn't go as per plan, what are you gonna do about it, when did you feel the most in tune with yourself. I really love this prompt. There was this weekly expenses section, and that time I did not have, at least in the beginning, I think towards the end I started maintaining a budget, but in the beginning I did not have a separate financial planner. So I would make a note of all the places or the reasons why I've spent money and how much that would be. It just got me into the habit of being mindful about my spendings. And then you had dreams for next week. So I really liked this too. I think this is my most favorite thing, and like I said, this is what the monthly the monthly intentions prompts and the end of the week reflection prompts is what made me fall in love with the planner, and it really helped me a lot. I think more than I can mention. It was a pretty difficult time, so I'm not joking when I say it took care of me. And then in 2021, what happened was we went into this double page spread. I was like, okay, it's good, it's fine, because I had the prompt that I needed here. It had the same prompt. What are your highlights? When did you feel most in tune with it? Was there anything that didn't go as per the plan? And what are you gonna do about it? So I like that. And then gratitude section was fine too, even though it was a little bit smaller. It was fine because by then I had started my journaling practice, so I used to do a lot of journaling on the other ones. And then work goals, personal goals, I tried to initially I did this, but then I figured out a way to customize it. Then meal plan was good. Weekly affirmation, I started writing my own weekly affirmations. You can see how bad my lettering was, but I gave it a try. Calls and emails, and then shopping list. Sometimes I would write down shopping list. When I didn't have it, I would put a no spend sticker, and I would mark on the days that I haven't spent. And all these things made me really intentional. This was the weekly expenses section. Like I mentioned, I had started my tracking my budget or planning for budget in another planner. So I used a whiteout and I renamed with the list of things that I need to do in that particular week. I think this was great. This was great. My favorite will always remain the 2021, but this was fine as well. And then in 2022, there were some changes that we had. Okay, here we go. There were some changes that we had, and this was it was good. I'm liking it this year. It's not too bad. Some weeks I use it, some weeks I don't. There were a lot more sections here, and I renamed everything, and I really like the way I'm using it right now. This time what I feel is it's become less mindful. I feel there is gratitude section, which is good, but other than that, I'm not really happy with it. With work goals, personal goals, I will rename it and use it differently. But with these weekly expenses, with this health and wellness, and with the meal plan, I feel there's a lot of like tabular stuff, which is difficult to customize it as per your needs. So I don't know, I did not like this at all. I see this as a con personally for me, and I have a separate wellness planner that I use. Not exactly a planner, more than planning. I go and log things down. I love doing that, and I'll talk about it probably in another video once I decide which my wellness planner would be, and talk about the benefits and how exactly it's been helpful in my health journey. But this, I don't like it at all, guys. I'm really disappointed with this. And also because the weekly reflections, what we had in the 2020 planner, that helped me so much in my personal development journey, for my goals, for things that I was experiencing during that year. I wish we had such prompts. So I want to figure out a way as to how I can either customize this or probably include it in another planner or have a journal in which I'm doing my weekly reflections. So I don't really know if I'm going to be using these pages in 2022. I'll see. Probably I'll use for a few weeks. If it's not working, then I'm not going to bother myself about it. So these were the spreads. And then I want to talk about the collection pages. Let me know what you think about the spreads, the monthly, weekly overviews and all that. So the collection pages, what I mean by collection pages is things that we have before the month starts and after the month's end. In terms of, let's go page by page. I really like these calendar ones, no complaints there. With the 2022 reflections, we have 4 pages for this: lost and found perspective, trick to getting out of a rut, confessions of a not necessarily evil soul, then year and acceptance speech. The pro that I see is I love these concepts. If you read the explanation that's given here, it's a beautiful activity that you can do. I really liked it, but what I don't like is the format of it. I don't like having lines. I wish it was just plain section or dotted section, so that we could have done hand lettering a little bit, or we could have added stickers and highlighted a few things. So I really wish it was like that, but conceptually I love it. So the pro of these pages, the 2022 reflection pages, is concept wise it's amazing, but I just don't like the formatting. I sort of see it as a con. And then we move on to the 2023 goal setting pages. Vision board, again, I like that it's plain, it's got minimal illustration, but the format I didn't really like. I sort of feel like this, when I look at this page, every time I open it, I feel like it's a defective product. Just this page, that is how I am feeling. And if you see my 2022 vision board page, where did it go? Oh my god. Okay, here we go. It said vision board, had a few illustrations. I did my vision board, added a couple of stickers. I love looking at this page. It's really nice. It brings me a lot of joy, and it just feels, it's such a feel good page for me. So this, when I look, it just bothers me a little bit. So probably I'm gonna put a washi tape or something, and then add like vision board on another side, or probably I don't need the header at all. So this one, I didn't really like it. I wish they had done something about it when they could have seen, I guess, in the sample pieces. But anyways, these ones, they're nice. I like them. I always have like good intentions to use them, but most often than not, I don't use them at all. Probably I need to use it either to just set it up once a year, or at the end of the year just set it up at once. The intentions that I have with these pages are to come back and fill it each and every month, and I don't do that. At all. Then these goal setting pages, I like the colors that are there here. I love these sections, but I never use it. I've always been renaming them and repurposing some of the sections. So you see here the goal setting one, what I do is I kept the format of this and I just put a sticker over it and rename this, because I like to add things based on the priority for that particular year. So this year my priority is well-being, second is work, third is personal relationships, finances, and travel. So I think this is very easy to repurpose. I'm totally fine with this. With the this page, what I used it for in both 2021 and 22 was I created my intentions page. So I renamed them and I sort of put, what do I want to welcome in my life? What do I want to let go? What do I want to embrace? What do I want to transform? How do I want to think, and how do I want to feel? And I kept the same things, and I think I changed a little bit. So create, emphasize, embrace, choose, feel, and explore. Because this was a white page and it had a few lines, and it's really easy to customize this year, I feel I have to keep it in these sections itself. It's not such a big deal, but I really loved how this 2022 turned out. I went crazy with stickers. I'm a huge sticker lover, if you don't know. So I was very happy with that. So I think I will figure out a way to customize this, but that's something I wanted to mention. I don't see it as a con exactly, but I think it's just a little bit difficult to customize based on previous years because of the contrast color. But for people who don't use stickers, I think this is great because you already have some color ready. Okay, and then this one, Year at a Glance, I always use it in the beginning and then I give it up. Like I said, it's difficult to come back and track things, like mark everything. I don't know, I have to figure out a better way to use it, or it really doesn't add value in my life, so it's okay even if I don't use it at all. And then these were my thoughts about the collection pages. Then let's talk about the features, some of the features of the product itself. Pros, what I want to talk about is paper quality. They are just so good. They have done 120 GSM. But I do want to mention that their 2020 planner was in 90 GSM and I did not have any issues with it. 2021 and 2022 is 100 GSM and they are fine too. But 120 GSM just feels like luxury. It just feels so good. And I feel like we're getting spoiled with Ink Bucket, not Ink Bucket planners, and then the Happy Wagon planners. They use 120 GSM, they just feel absolutely good. So when I use another planner which has 100 GSM, it sort of feels a little bit weird, but you know, this is just luxury. This paper quality is excellent. And then another feature that I want to talk about is the bookmarks. Super happy that they have included 2 bookmarks. I think this is great because one, you can either have it on your monthly page and then other one in your daily pages so that it's easier for you to navigate, or you can keep one in the daily one and then one more in the vision board page, so that every day you're looking at your vision board and then you move on to planning for your day. It's just a nice reminder. So I really liked that. Even though I'm not going to be using this, I love using my magnetic bookmarks. I think it is here. Where did it go? Oh yeah, here it is. I just love using them. I think they look super classy. They look so nice, and I don't like these fabrics, like the satin ones, and this is polyester. It just I don't like it at all. I feel it cheapens the product. So I just put it in here. It stays nice and tucked in, and then in the side you can see, and you can come back to this page. So I love using these kind of bookmarks, and I also like using these ones. I don't think I've shown these to you yet. I was in India this year and I got these handmade bookmarks. These are, I think, from Orissa, if I'm not mistaken, and they've done this beautiful illustration. I have 3 in this, I guess, so I like using these kind of different ones. I feel it adds to the prettiness of the planner rather than these boring ribbons. But I really like that they have included 2, so I just wanted to mention that in pro. In terms of cons regarding the planner features, the first thing that I want to mention are these tabs. I hate them like anything. I just really hate them. It takes away from your planning pages. You see here, this entire thing is cut out, and also I don't really know how often do you need to refer to this page. You probably just use it once to come back to the month. I honestly don't go back to my planners at all during the year. I don't see it as a necessity. I don't really see it as a necessity, and I've never used them. And then another reason why I hate those tabs is because you can see here, right, how these folds up, and also these pages, they sort of fold down. So they they look tacky. Look at this. I really like the way it looks. You know, some of the, you can see the stickers that I have used and all that. I just feel like it looks neat and nice. It looks used. Definitely it looks used, but I feel it looks good. This one, you know, as and when you're using the planner itself, these things start to fall, and it doesn't really look good. So I don't like that. And then one more con that I see with regards to the features of this planner are notes pages. They are hugely a gamble. Some of the months we do have, some months we don't, some months we have like half a page. Where did we go? We have like this. So it's just a little bit irritating. Personally, for me, I love having notes pages because I love creating these kind of spreads. This is from my 2021 planner, and then I created a self-care spread wherein I come back to this page and I can just see little prompts or little messages that my past self has created for me that I need to keep in mind. So like things like listening to your body, embrace what is good, you can and you will, you're stronger than you know. It's really great. And this spread I created on a day wherein I was feeling really low. I've actually made a video on this. I will link it in the description box. It's slightly different than the usual videos I make. So I loved these two, and you know, just having things like worry less, the best is yet to come. It just feels really good. And then in my 2022 planner, I used to create these rituals spread or like routines. I really loved this too. So every month, like things that I want to focus on. And yeah, here you go. This is what I created for January, which I liked. So I wish we had this thing as a constant throughout the planner. So I just wanted to mention that. I feel like it is a con, and I know a lot of you have strong feelings about Inkbucket not including notes pages. I wish there were at least 5. I don't think adding 5 more pages to this would have been such a big deal. And yeah, I think 2 things that I have missed here in terms of planner features. One is this monthly reflection, not planner features exactly, some things that I have missed. I really like the monthly reflection. I see it as a pro. It's absolutely good. I love these prompts. I think it's simple and easy to fill out, and like the contrast that is going on here. So this is definitely a pro. One thing that I see as a con that I did not mention is that the way the months are set out. So each month starts from 1st and ends on 31st, even though it is a Tuesday. Previous years it wasn't that way. For example, 31st, it would have gone after the February calendar, and we would have had it here instead of this blank space. I like having my weeks together. This is something that I might end up liking. You never know. Because in the 2020 planner, we had equal space for each section. And then in 2021, the Saturday and Sunday were crunched. So what I started doing over a period of time is that I stopped using my planner over weekends, and it felt really good. It felt really good to not worry about tasks and all that. You can see I have filled out, but I haven't really come back and, you know, checked off whether I've done it or not. So that was a good, definitely that was a good change. So I might end up liking this too, but the way I currently plan, I wish all the weeks were in the same spread, like the same 2 pages. And also because I use stickers and I create a spread for each week, it might be a little bit tricky, and I think I need to get some time used to it, and this might be like a hit or miss, but I can only talk about it once I start using it as to how I feel about it. Okay, so these were the sections, you know, where I spoke about the aesthetics, the spreads that are included, and then the collection pages and some of the planner features. Now I want to talk about sort of like summarize, give you my thoughts on it. One, the box, I don't have it with me right now. Wait, let me get it. It should be here. Yes, I did get it. Okay, very, very, very cheap quality. Look at this one. This is the 2021 box. Oh my god, the quality is so good. I use it like every day almost, and it's still, guys, it's still held up. It's been now what, 2021, 2022, 2 years, and it's still held up, and it's so easy. It looks pretty, and because of the magnetic closure, it's really easy to use, and I just love doing this. Then we came to the 2022 sweet box style. It's such an inconvenience to open and close it. I do not really experience that with the Alicia Souza boxes. These two are like top closure, but it's easy to open and put it back. Like the quality is a lot better in the Alicia Souza. So I wish at least this was the case, and you know, this is a really cheap box, which I don't like it, but it was fine. It looked good, and I started storing products that I don't use often, and it looks nice when I have it on my bookshelf or when I have it on my shelves under the table here. But this one, I haven't even used it, and the first time I opened, this thing came off, and it's just really cheap. I'm not even gonna save it. I didn't like it at all, so this is a huge con. A huge con. And also they have increased the prices, so I don't really know what's happening here in terms of the planner boxes. I'm not a huge fan at all. And that too, the price, you know, talking about increased prices, we are paying 2,000, that's 1,999 rupees for this planner. Granted, it came with a sticker book, but the stickers, you know, even there they've reduced the pages. If you haven't seen my review, do check it out. In 2021 we had 12 sticker pages. In 2022 we had 10. Now we are just having 8 pages in the sticker book. We do have a few stickers at the back here, but that has always been there. You know, 3 pages, I guess. Yeah, 3 sticker pages has always been there since 2020. So definitely value for money. I am a little bit disappointed with this year's entire package. Even though the actual planner is good, I feel like the price that we are paying and the value that we are getting out of it is, I felt a little bit disappointed, I'm going to be honest. And I also feel like there are better options available. Tatiana's planner, I think it's priced at 1,599 for the hardbound one, so that is a really good deal. And if you want to buy from Happy Wagon, I do have a 10% discount, so 1,599, you will get 160 rupees off even on that. And then Botanical Story is pretty good. The paper quality is excellent, and there are so many different spreads available. I'll actually quickly show you guys for the month of December, because I haven't used it yet. Look, you have the monthly calendar. It's just a small size one, but you've got all the pages, goals, vision, these kind of things to track, and then you have all the months, and then also in the end you have the monthly reflections. Then you get a notes page each and every month. So even this tiny bundle of joy offers so much value. So I do feel like even on this you can get 10% off, by the way, the updated planners or anything that you pick on Happy Wagon. So I'm a little bit disappointed, and I do feel like there are better options available. But because these planners have been so helpful for me in the past, I did not even think before placing an order, considering, you know, I'm like, okay, they've always had notes pages, so they are going to have it. So that is how I thought. And I'm like, oh, the boxes are good, you know, even though it was a little bit inconvenient, I'm fine with it. But this one, totally not okay. Probably from next year, I am not really gonna as soon as I see I'm not going to consider this as my main planner, I will try to look for different options throughout the year if there are any other nice brands that have the features I like, and also the weekly pages are sort of plain, so that I can use stickers. But sort of in my summary, I just wanted to mention the cons first, because I want to talk about the positives towards the end. But things that I really like about it is it's very pretty, very, very pretty. I mean, just look at this, imagine this on your shelf. Like, it's just a treat to your eyes. So I really like that. And because the weekly planning pages are simple and, you know, it allows me to customize it through my stickers, I like that aspect too. And also the monthly dashboard and the monthly reflection pages are nice as well. So one key thing that I see missing is the weekly reflection page. I'm totally not okay with this, but I have to figure out an alternative way to get that into my life, because that is, I feel it's the most impactful in my goal setting, personal development journey. I am I do feel like, you know, the ink bucket has lost its essence. It breaks my heart to say that, but the way 2020 planner worked for me, I feel like it has lost the essence, mainly because of the weekly reflection pages. Seeing so many trackers, I'm not okay with it. I wish we'd gone back to very simple prompts and we could journaling, because it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Trackers have always messed up my mind. I focus more on whether I've done it on each and every day or not, rather than being grateful for the days that I took action, rather than being proud of myself, especially on the days that were hard to do. So trackers really mess up my mind. I wish we got gone back to journaling. And yeah, it was really pivotal. It was really pivotal for me, especially the 2020 and the 2021 planner. 2022, I like it, but you know, I was going through certain things in the middle of this year wherein I really didn't want to use my planner, so I don't want to blame it on Ink Bucket, but the planners were really good and it was really pivotal. And also in 2019, I don't have that planner to show it to you, but that was good as well. I am still gonna be using it as my main planner for 2023, just out of I think two reasons. One, I have bought it already, and another thing, I just feel like it is going to be good. I get really good vibes from the designs, the colors, and you know, also the functionality is pretty good. So I'm still going to be using as my main planner, but I'm a little bit disappointed in terms of the, you know, I feel like the price is going high, but the quality is coming down. So that's just a little bit sad. But all in all, it looks really pretty. For this particular planner, the quality is pretty good. One of you guys messaged me on Instagram saying that as soon as you open the planner, all the pages and all came out, but they did end up replacing. So it's nice that they replaced, but just in case you have received any damaged products, do reach out to them. Their customer service, I'll give it to them that it's really good. Their customer service is excellent. But yeah, these are the thoughts about my 2023 Ink Bucket planner. It was very detailed. Let me know. I feel like these videos are helpful, and personally, I love watching detailed videos. So let me know your thoughts about this planner. Also, if it has helped you, if you like watching my videos in general, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.